It's time for Showbiz, and Miss G is here. Hello, Miss G.
Hello, Israel. How are you doing?
I'm well.
Okay, so I'm going to speak to you about a gentleman who has actually lost his voice, but he's very, very sure that he will be back to doing movies.
Okay.
Why are you smiling?
I have a fair idea
who is that?
Who he is.
You know, actually?
Yeah, I do.
Who is he?
He's an actor. Yeah.
What's his name?
Yeah, we're going to tell a story, so go ahead.
Okay, so Majid Michelle is speaking to my colleague Doreen about his voice, and also, though he won't tell, I know he said that, you know, he woke up one morning and he began to speak like that and blah, blah, blah. You know, he shared the difficulty of even helping his children do their homeworks and all that, but he's very sure that he'll be back on set.
Well, we're working on some scripts, so expect.
Majid, you're not really active. It seems like you're really doing more of trying to let us know and understand more about the Bible and how things work out for us as Christians. But aside that, the movies, a lot of people miss you on the screens. And have you taken a break from movies?
Oh, I haven't stopped acting. I tell people acting or the movie industry is my ministry. That is where God has called me to be. So I can't let go of it. Just a little construction going on. Yeah. I'll be back.
You'll be back. Oh, you don't want to tell us what is causing that?
Well, my passion for teaching is just taking over me a little, but we're putting together some very good scripts. So expect.
Okay, I'm sure a lot of people can wait to have Majid back on your screens, you know, with a better voice. Yeah. We pray. It's been almost a year, I think, since the voice,
actually,
you know, became. Is it?
Yeah.
Wow. Anyway, you know how they say God can seize you to do His work in any way He chooses. So maybe, just maybe. Now, you remember the story about young artist Ishan saying that Fuse ODG gave her some contracts to sign so that she and some other people will be able to put together a track for him to take global. You don't remember a story like that? Okay, you don't remember a story like that. Okay, so Ishan sometime back accused, Fuse ODG of wanting to extort. What is it, extortion or, you know, exploit? I don't know. But if we can throw back to that conversation with Ishan, then we'll get back to Fuse for an answer.
It's a bad contract.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm not the only one that thinks it's a bad contract.
Your management?
My management, and we are three on the song. Felinuna hasn't signed hers. She also have issues.
Okay.
Her management does. And from the last time I spoke with Selassie, that's the third lady that's on the track, she also has issues with it. And we three have forwarded our concerns to Fuse ODG that, see, we think this is not right. The right thing has to be done. And so look at this and then try to make, you know, some changes and send it back to us. We've not heard from him.
I want baby to go and... But Fuse has been responding to this in a conversation with Becky. He says they never got back to him and he's not happy that she made this known to the media.
There's no need to bring something that's not confirmed to the public.
No, so it was all over the place.
Before that.
Not
that's
not
what
the
I mean.
song.
That's what I mean. So it was something that we were working out, and unfortunately,
what she was complaining about was a contract.
Yeah, for the song.
Obviously, I have no idea.
For the song,
for the
or
song.
for her?
No, for the song. It was for 3 people.
Yeah.
She mentioned 3 people, and she thinks that there's something wrong with the contract.
So if something wrong with it, if you see a contract and there's something wrong with it, what do?
You go back to the person.
Exactly.
So she never go back to you?
No.
Okay. Do you feel that your name
I found out a lot of the things from me seeing things. I'm like, okay, if you have, like what you just said, you just go back until we come to an agreement, because it's called an agreement. Unless both parties agree, we can never move forward.
How do you feel about that?
I feel like, you know, it's just bad business. You know, if you haven't finished, but you're just telling,
everybody.
It doesn't look good, and it doesn't look good for me. You know, I wish she could have. I don't know why she felt like she couldn't have, you know, said everything that she said out there to me.
Okay.
Because I'm not like a scary person or whatever. Like
maybe
I want the best. I want the best for them, because the reason why I worked with them, it's not because they're big. It's because I'm a fan of their talent.
Okay.
And I want them to be big. That's why I worked with them. That's it.
Me no wanna see no daylight, nah. Everything is too okay right now.
All right, so Fuse ODG, the man who brought, okay, you're not too sure whether he brought Azonto, but he made it go global, because there's still been some challenges with, you know, identify who exactly brought us the Azonto. But I know that Fuse made it, exactly, Fuse made it more popular than anybody else. Now, let's talk about Dope Nation. There's a twin group who were nominated for the Unsung category at the Ghana Music Awards. They didn't win, but they've gone ahead to do big things. They feature the likes of EL and Nigeria's Olamide, and they've been speaking about life after losing out on the Unsung category.
You can take your music out there and actually sell it out there. We have the A-list artists who are out there really making waves. So we know that, okay, from here we are moving here. You know, from this award, we are moving to this award scheme, yeah, like that. So small, we will make them.
But you didn't pick up the award, and so I'm not sure how you were able to bound.
To us, we don't think being nominated is already recognizing you as a winner, and we only saw us being on that platform as a privilege, so we decided to take the advantages, advantage of the other avenues, you know.
Had up-and-coming artists talk about the difficulties of becoming a big artist.
It's actually true, and I think the only way we can solve this is by, you know, those who have the fan base now should try and pick those out there who are really good, and then show them to the public. That's all. We don't need anything, say we don't need money or anything. Just, you know, you be big like that. Okay, just make your people to see, say somebody be good. Then we always.
But have you reached out to anyone in this case that he said? Have you reached out to some of the big artists that, okay, like Charlie?
Yeah, we have big brothers that are like supporting us. You know, EL has been like a standing block. He has been taking us since producing songs for Ebony, Shatawale, and then he was like, yo, you guys should come out with your bangers now. And last 2 years was when we released our first song. You know, and it's barely, you know, catch safe where like major hit-ish is now making waves. Yeah, so like, yeah, Shatawale has also been showing us love. In less than 20 minutes, we just made a call. He did a verse for us, and then just yesterday, Olamide. Yeah, so yeah.
One way nobody comes, she go scream, oh my God.
All right, so the young shall grow, and soon they also become the superstars, you know. Anyway, and so you and I decide to do music, we can only talk about the musicians.
It looks like it. It looks like it.
It looks like what?
It looks like, yeah, we can only talk about them until,
okay, I thought you say it looks like we're going to do music soon.
But we could.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much, Miss G, for bringing us Showbiz.